Why do I go out and protest the protesters at SeaWorld? These are the same people that protest greyhound racing. They lie about the industry, lie through their teeth, and these activist groups that demonize greyhound racing, and then they hold their hand up for donation money, and it's a multi-million-dollar scam, only made legal by the politicians that they lobby. But I feel obligated to alert the public the best I can about these scams and these crooked politicians. The media won't tell you anything about it because they're on the bandwagon too. Anytime they can do a fake animal cruelty story on the track, they'll do it for the, you know, to get listeners or to get ratings. I slid into this greyhound thing unknowing that it was going to be put on the ballot to vote on and all that stuff. So I sort of came in right at the right time. About 7 months ago, I started looking into how greyhounds are treated. And I followed all of the steps that got it to the ballot. And none of it was based on facts. It was all lies and propaganda. And only got on the ballot because of a casino mogul guy who paid politicians to get it on there. This guy's so rich, he's got 2 amendments on the ballot. It's one of the most unjust things I've ever witnessed in my life. Let me try to break it down and put it into context for you, really. The Humane Society of the United States, just for one example, they collect $100 million a year on average, and they donate less than 0.5% to any animal shelters. I believe they spend 15% of their money lobbying politicians. 50% of the money that they raise, they dump back into more fundraisers. They virtually don't help any animals. Now, from what I can tell, any and all major animal activist groups, that's their MO, man. That's what they do. It's not for helping animals, it's for helping themselves. It's a fundraising machine that generates millions and millions and millions of dollars every year, virtually none of it going to help any animals. So now if you can imagine all the people that donate money to these groups in a year, thinking that their money is going to help animals, you know, all of their ads are completely deceiving. They pull on your heartstrings and they get you to donate money to them. I want you to imagine a world where these organizations, these greedy, lying organizations, don't exist. And just as many people are donating to their local animal shelters. Imagine the lives of animals that would be saved if that was the case. Almost no money goes to these animal shelters to help them out. Now these are the ones that are taking in stray cats and dogs and what have you. The more people I can alert to the truth, the more people that'll stop donating to these scam groups and donate directly to their animal shelters. So I've already saved animals. I've already convinced people what I'm telling you is the truth, and it's not hard to prove. You look at these groups' tax returns and you'll see they don't donate any money to any animal shelters, and they don't help any animals. PETA actually owns an animal shelter, and they kill thousands and thousands of animals. So I'm going out to meet these PETA protesters at SeaWorld and confront them and protest them. PETA kills animals on purpose. Every day. Over 90% of the animals that go into a PETA shelter are euthanized in the first 24 hours on purpose. But they got the gall to come out to SeaWorld and stand out here and hold up signs that lie about SeaWorld. They're disgusting. And they're doing it for money. They're doing it to enrich themselves. You know, that's the most disgusting part about it. Believe it or not, I'm going out to SeaWorld to confront protesters and protest them so that, and in the end, it's gonna save animals. I'm the real activist. Me, not them. If you have to lie for your cause, then you don't have a cause. These people lie and slander SeaWorld. They lie and they slander greyhound racing, all so that it makes it easier for people to donate money to them. It's more profitable, and they don't care whose lives they ruin. They don't care how many people lose their jobs. They only care about themselves and how much money they can make. It's evil. This is a revolt against activism gone wild, out of control, animal activism. You know, I'm sure there are some legit animal rights activist groups out there. Every single one of them I've looked at isn't. We got a big problem here, man. We have a lot of these scams going on throughout this country and throughout the world. Whenever there's animals that need help or people that need help, you better believe there's groups out there trying to capitalize on it and trying to make lots of money for themselves, and it works. Damn, that looks fun. Hey, if they think they're getting this middle portion of the median, they're mistaken. They're doing that stuff because look. I'm filming the activist is filming me. That's my honk, not yours. Can y'all read the sign? That guy's a veterinarian. Those are mine. All day long, baby. All day long. Before you leave, you'll realize what side the public's on. No doubt. No doubt about it. That guy driving that truck with the big sign on it, he's a veterinarian. Like a year ago, they were protesting the dog track in Longwood. He ran this guy AJ off the road with dogs in the back of his truck. Yeah, these people are sponsored by PETA. They got PETA shirts on. PETA's put this on. No one kills more animals than PETA. Hypocrites. If you go into a PETA shelter and you're an animal, you got a 10% chance of not being euthanized within the first 24 hours. This animal rights activism thing is out of control. These people are only lying to you for the money. The lady over here, she runs this animal rights group in Florida here, and she's reaping in lots of donation money and getting money from PETA to do this. She doesn't do it because she cares about any dolphins. I was reading some stuff about SeaWorld last night, and apparently like the foremost expert on marine life is SeaWorld. She's got about 8 things that she just says over and over again. Yeah! You guys copying my signage? Trying to steal my honks? That's funny. Steal my honks, dude. Steal my honks. Yeah. Hey, every time this lady with the megaphone says something, she turns to this guy and goes, "Did you get that on video?" It ain't about the sea creatures here. It's about, do I look good on video? SeaWorld spends a lot of money educating the public, rescuing, not only rescuing sea life, they own Busch Gardens. And I was reading something where they hire armed guards to guard elephants in Africa. They rehabilitate. I was reading a story where they rehabilitated a cheetah and let it back into the wild. I mean, these activists don't do nothing. You can tell by the honks we're getting here that her megaphone's falling on deaf ears. The public isn't falling for it. They know SeaWorld does good things.
And you are paying money to support it.
SeaWorld, baby. Getting a lot of honks here. Yeah, man, we love SeaWorld. Everybody loves SeaWorld.
That was mine. Yeah.
Back his head against the concrete wall of the pool.